Well, hello, folks. Gore King here. We are playing Faith the Unholy Trinity. Now, let's get some full disclosure out of the way. This is my first live stream using OBS, so I am still kind of learning the ins and outs of it. I don't have a second screen, so my typical MO of answering chats immediately probably not going to be quite like that, because I'm pretty sure that based on the test I did last night that some of it is a little bit delayed for me. But first of all, let me know if the audio is good, because I can configure that now before I actually start the game. Let me know if the voiceover is good, if anything needs to be turned up or down, because once I start the game, I am pretty much just going to be completely locked into it. So, but yeah, this game, a little bit of background about why I'm playing this. So, you see Hostman's Lounge there in the chat. Major kudos to him, shout out to him, because he's the one who really encouraged this purchase. And also I saw that Wendigoon had done a video about it, and I'm a huge fan of his channel. Let's see, lower the game volume down. Okay, no problem, no problem. Let's lower that to about minus 35-ish. That's good. Voice could go a wee louder. The problem is my voice. Let's see. Maybe I can increase the gain a little bit. Okay. But yeah, I saw Wendigoon had done a video about this. I didn't watch the whole video yet because I didn't want anything spoiled for me. But yeah, Hosty was a big proponent of this one. So let's see here. Let's say game is louder. Let's see if we can. Could just be that the music is a bit overwhelming of it. But yeah, let's see. I want to make sure this comes in good. I'm going to lower this down quite a bit. Yeah, just let me know if that's good. Because like I said, once I don't have a second screen yet. That's going to change soon. But your all's chats, I'll be answering them whenever I can. But this is a horror game, so I'm going to try to be as locked in as possible. Alright, we're bringing this up. Okay, how we doing there? I mean, I'm looking at the mixer here, and it's showing... Okay, it's showing how that goes compared to my voice. My voice, it's saying, is louder, but... Ba-doo-boo. There we go. See, we're doing some configurations. But yeah, y'all just keep letting me know if I need to adjust anything, if this can get better. Gotcha, good, good. I'm seeing that now. So I've got it right now, negative 38 dB on Faith. My mic I've got completely up, which, granted, I can increase the gain on that if that needs to be fixed at all. But if all is good, we can go ahead and proceed. Alright, so I've got my phone set up next to me so I can see the chat, because until I get a second screen, I will not be able to see y'all. But okay, so a little bit of what I know about this game, because I have played this a little bit. I did an offline recording of myself playing a bit of the first chapter. I wanted to see if maybe I could, record a fun reaction to it. But the fact of the matter is that I'm not vocally a big-time reactor, and I don't like to lie and over-exaggerate what I'm going through. So I have a good bit of familiarity with the first chapter. So I'll probably get... If my memory serves me on it correctly, I probably should be able to get through it relatively quickly. But other than that, I have not played anything else on this other than a bit of the first chapter. So There we go. Let's see. We'll go to chapter 1. We'll get this thing going, y'all. Let's see. We'll go new game. There we go. Flashlight land. I don't know what all this is, so we'll just go confirm. And there we go. And I know you're playing as a priestly character here. And I think it's just your directional keys and your spacebar. It's got a weird head. It's a little off-kilter. His collar is a bit askew. Have you forgotten already? This forest has a mind of its own. If you get lost, you could always try remembering where you've been. Pressing the escape key or start button is a good place to start. If you're in a hurry, hold spacebar or the action button to skip cutscenes. I do love the music. It's pretty neat. Did you notice the message in the loading screen? Something about Gary loves you. I remember a bit about that. I don't know the meaning of it. Like I said, I've only played a bit of chapter 1, a good bit of chapter 1. I think I might have finished it. It's the deer. But I don't know the meaning of Gary loves you just yet. So, whoa. Okay, I'll be honest. I'm not familiar with that noise appearing there. That was creepy. We're off and running with this one, y'all. Alright. Let's see. Let me just get this little pond. What the? I think my controller just reacted. That was a bit unnerving. My controller just vibrated or something, and it's like, what? Let's see. I caught some people walking through the woods around the house last week. Not kids, just regular adults. They told me they got lost while hiking. I pointed them back towards the road. The whole thing just didn't feel right. I think I should go dig up Bob's rifle out of storage. Ooh. Alright, let's keep proceeding. So now we're trying to get to a house. I know some of these things also, they will react to you holding up a cross to them. Oh, jeez! It's that creepy white dude. Cannoli, how you doing? What's up, my man? Oh shoot. Hang on. Oh crap, it's gone. I wanted to read that. Well, poop. Thought maybe I could hold up my cross again, but darn. Alright, so, uh-oh. It's the white guy. Get out of my house! That thing's creepy for real. For real, for real. Okay. Uh-oh, we got some bones, y'all. I could discern it saying "suffer," which it kind of sounded like a Valley Girl there. It was like "suffer," but yeah, that was creepy. Bob, the kids and I miss you more every day. The twins and Amy have started their next school year here at home. Amy keeps asking when she's going to be allowed to go to real school. I think she's getting cabin fever. The twins are having no problems occupying their time. Yesterday they came in with their hands covered in blood. I guess they found a dead deer and thought it would be a good idea to touch it. I think we might have a coyote problem because when I went out with them to look at the dead deer, it was a pretty gruesome sight. All this just a day after the twins' birthday party. Can't wait till you come home. It probably wasn't supposed to read like that at the end, but I think that just makes it funnier. Can't wait till you come home, we're twins. I didn't even clean their hands off. They're still dirty with blood. I could discern that. It said, worship me and you know nothing. Bloody hell. That thing's creepy for real. If you pause the game, you can read the notes at your leisure. Oh, cool. Let's do that. Notes. Okay, we got through that. This note is missing. Already read that one. Already read that one. I think this is... Okay. The Martins' house lies off 100 yards... Oh, excuse me. I read that autistically. The Martins' house lies about 100 yards off of Snake Meadow Hill Road. There's almost no driveway. Trees jut out in the middle of a gravel path that is mostly covered in grass. It was difficult to find the house, especially since it was already dark when we arrived. Father Allred seemed to know where he was going. He simply drove straight ahead until he arrived at the house. In the headlights, I saw an old shed off to the right of the path. Father Allred explained that he would rather perform the exorcism away from the house, but the Martins had insisted that Amy remain inside. He complained that having the family present makes it difficult to proceed with elements of the rite that may seem harsh to a layperson. Boom, boom. There you go. Whitey, you know nothing, Gord Snow. I'm using my word sparkles. I'm trying. Ah! That's right. You just got crucifixed. Oh, look, another crucifix. Well, he shouldn't be able to come in here then. Okay, nothing there. Let's put the old... There we go. Jesus power. Mr. Martin, it has taken longer than expected registering the markers on your property as a historical cemetery. Our office has had difficulty identifying who was buried there. The inscriptions on the gravestones are written in a language that we cannot identify. I've sent the gravestone rubbings to some of my peers at the University of Connecticut. I will reach out to you when I get a response from them. All the best, Darrell Henderson, State of Connecticut Historical Society. Is this an Atari game? It is done in that style, obviously. It is done in that style, and yet, you know what? Now, there is a bit of animation in this for some scenes with some, I think it's some rotoscoping. I think he just uttered some slurs at me, for real. No! This guy's chasing me all around. Alright, missing my pixel art now. Hey, Whitey, we want you to do more pixel art. We love your pixel art. It's the greatest. I need more pumpkin-based pixel art for real. You'll know nothing. You'll know nothing. I liked Atari. I liked Atari. That was close. That thing almost mated me. And we're walking like Christopher. Hi dear, I'll come back, I love you. Muslim Masawi, how you doing? What is this game? This game is called Faith, the Unholy Trinity. It is a horror game. And a neat one. It's got a little mystery to it. Ooh, what we got here? Let's light it up. Knock it off! Oh, hello. Father Garcia, you are hereby instructed to release Michael Davies from your care and return him to his home immediately. Mr. and Mrs. Davies have already been contacted by our office. A representative of the church is currently en route to their house to discuss compensation in return for their discretion. You will meet our representative there and accompany him back to Rome, Cardinal Gifford. To my understanding, Michael is the white dude. Public lecture by Carl James Osborne, Connecticut's historical connections to witchcraft, Satanism, and the beast system. Yeah, that's creepy. That doesn't sound like a very happy event. I have this game on my Steam wishlist and didn't remember that until now. It's pretty good. What's up, Boosh? How you doing? Ooh, Moonlight Sonata? Yeah, Moonlight Sonata is glorious. What a glorious piece of music. Wonderful piece of music. Now, let's see. By the way, one thing I'm gonna it's gonna be a little different about this stream as opposed to some of the ones I've done more recently. I am leaving this on this channel. I'm gonna leave this stream on there. In fact, Uncharted may be the last game that I re-upload to the gaming channel that I've got. I might start just keeping them here. In fact, I might start, like... I'm kind of thinking I'm probably going to just operate with 2 channels from here on. I might make this one just gaming stuff. And I might do movies and memes on the bigger one. Which would make that one kind of the main hub from here on. So, just a bit of a heads up. I might be moving some of my movie reviews over to there. I have some video game content that I actually am working on that I'm gathering footage for the future. But yeah, this is... You can kind of consider this the first live stream that I'm going to leave here. So, fun. Alright, we are in the house. We did it. You know, a black woman actually wrote Moonlight Sonata. Beethoven couldn't read music. His maid did all of the work and he took the credit. Oh my gosh. The white dude won't appear anymore. Oh. That's unfortunate. I'll miss him. I'll miss him badly. Just like the Wright brothers in Shakespeare. Mr. and Mrs. Martin greeted us at the front porch. Excuse me. Mr. Martin led us downstairs to the basement, explaining that Amy was down there in restraints. I felt for him. There was guilt and shame in his voice. Amy was in the very back of the attic in a chair, perfectly calm, staring at us. Ooh, that one came unintentionally. It is hard to describe the look on her face. It was not the kind of a look a child gives you. And yet one did. Beethoven actually had the hearing of an 80-year-old by the time he was 26. Why was the burp so loud? I did just... It's how it happened, man. It's how it happened. Don't judge me in my burps. Unless you judge them positively, in which case it's okay. See, this is how you know she's possessed by a demon, is she came out purple. Whereas the mother and the one-toothed father just came out gray. Don't tell me what to do, Hosty, you racist. Oh my gosh, it's a shadow person. Wait a minute. Maybe shadow person is kind of racist, but yeah. I have done this part before. But yeah, that's creepy. You got the dark shadowy thing behind you. Pretty sure that comes into play later. Uh-oh. They're there now. Hey. Hey, who are you? I ain't gonna lie, his insane laughing. That was kind of creepy. Push. She's adopted. That's why she's purple. It's like our normal kids aren't purple, you know. we don't have weirdo purple kids. Oh, we got one of those weird child drawings. What kind of kid draws this crap? You have to, when you're a kid, you're supposed to draw normal things like stick figures decapitating each other. Not this weird child in a cloak with a black friend. Wait a minute, that came out wrong. Moving on. If this were Texas, Shadow Man would be a splatter on the lawn by now, right? Well, this is Connecticut. That's why it's not. This is freaking Connecticut, so we have to be all progressive or whatever. I think that's the downstairs area, which I'm not gonna go to just yet. My second didn't draw normal things. A kid being tortured by the occult. Yeah, what the heck? Why don't you draw something normal? Alright, we're heading up the stairs, y'all. We're going up the stairs. The little girl from The Ring drew that picture. What, Samara, or are you referring to the cool one, Sadako, from the Japanese version? Alright, so this is we got a little room here with, looks like an exercise bike and some weights. So they're clearly, they're working on their arms, working on their cardio. I can respect that. Clearly, we had somebody spill some Kool-Aid on the way into this room, and they've locked themselves in because they're embarrassed. That's perfectly normal. Either that, or you have the lady of the house might be menstruating. You never know. But or it's either blood or Kool-Aid. It's either blood or Kool-Aid. That's what we gotta go on. So we have this bathroom, which holy crap, this bathroom is freaking huge, y'all. You got your sink here. You got a 2-person sink here. You got another sink over here, which that's a bit extra. You got this. You got a toilet. You got a toilet in its own little room. Can we use that? I am faithfully urinating. And you got your dripping bathtub. And your rubber-ducky. Oh, the rubber-ducky flashes. We just exorcised a demon from the rubber-ducky. Why would you possess the ducky? The ducky did nothing to you. I drew Muscular Ninja, all standing with their arms and stick figure urban warfare. Bless whoever found my stash. What the heck? I don't feel safe in my own home anymore. I hear voices outside around the house at night. I don't let the twins go out in the woods to play because I'm afraid of what's out there. Honestly, you should feel that way anyway. It's the woods and you're up north. There could be bears. But anyway. The house itself feels stressed, distorted, slanted somehow. It's like I'm walking through a carnival funhouse. Amy's condition has only gotten worse. I can't stand to be around her, and I don't know why. She just doesn't seem like herself anymore. I want to take her to the doctor, but I can't leave the boys here. Take them with you. I find that the phone stops working throughout the day. That sounds like a blessing. And now I can't seem to find my car keys. Thank God Bob comes home tomorrow. Bob always knows where the car keys are. Just sounds like she's a bad mother, if you ask me, but, I don't want to judge too harshly. Then again, I am a priest. I'm allowed to judge. Okay, we'll play with a little toy over there here in a sec. Let's check the message here. I guess I was the only one who thought to check in the attic. When I got up there, it was freezing cold. I found Amy standing in the back, looking straight at me, like when I first met her downstairs. We spoke briefly, although it was frustrating to talk to her. Or it. I experienced a bit of deception from the demon. During our conversation, she uttered my mother's first name and, in other instances, spoke perfect Latin. I called for help from the others, but nobody came, so I raised my crucifix and began the rite again. Name of my next show. There Could Be Bears. Slanted. She has an oh my goodness, Bush. An Asian infestation. Oh no. Alright, let's... There we go. We exercised the little squiddy toy. Or whatever the heck that is. Bob must be stationed somewhere in the Middle East because he sent over this weird-looking doll for Amy's birthday. I love the casual racism of this. It's great. He must be in the Middle East or something because of this weirdo freaking doll he bought her. Oh, I'll ask Anish about it next time we have book club. She looks like she could be from over there. I love that. Mom's a casual racist. That's great. That's fantastic. I love it. Amy didn't seem excited to see the doll. Well, if you're her mother, she's been raised in it. It's the environment. Amy didn't seem excited to see the doll. I think she would rather have a phone instead. Okay, see here. When I first read this, my initial thought was, oh wow, this little girl wants a cell phone. But then I'm like, wait a minute, this is set before cell phones, so she's talking like the toy. That actually makes that's the difference between this time and our time. Or maybe seeing a baby doll makes her feel self-conscious about working at the clinic. I think this is set like what? Is this set in the 90s or the 80s or something like that? I'm pretty sure this isn't set like exactly in our modern era. That's funny. Here's what's wild. Just these Atari graphics, limited as they are, I still recognize the majority of these toys just by this pixel art. Now, okay, they're probably just standard action figures. Maybe they're alluding to something more specific. I don't know. Okay, 80s, gotcha. You look Iraqi. Do you know Saddam? What can you tell me about this doll? You've seen these before, right? You know Middle Eastern dolls, right? And she's like, dude, I'm from New Hampshire. What you talking about? No, wait. Actually, somebody named Anish probably wouldn't be from New Hampshire. I've been to New Hampshire. New Hampshire is like 98, 99% white. Like, I went there with several of my Asian sisters. They were like the only non-white people we saw until we like drove to Boston. All right, so we got these little action figures. This thing, I'm not totally sure what this toy is, but it looks familiar. It looks like one of those things, I can't remember what the heck they're called, but the things you put the little circular thing with the film in it, and you click on it, and you look through it, you see like little film stills or something. I can't remember what the heck you call that. I remember this little toy telephone. I think we all had that as kids. This looks familiar. I can't remember exactly what it's called. This is definitely a Simon Says, one of those Simon Says toys, which I actually thought those were really cool. You got your Etch-a-Sketch. Etch-a-Sketches were dope. And you got this thing, which you would push along the ground and make little popping noises. The pop bubble vacuum. White Bear says, September 1987, Gord aging himself. Exactly. New Hampshire is white as frack. I've been a few times. I saw one black guy, and he was oh no. That's unfortunate. I had one of those. My mom hated it. My mom would break it, and my grandma would just buy me a new one. My grandma truly was evil. Which one? Which of the toys are you referring to? You said one of those. Look around. There's lots of ones of those. Almost burped there. But you all said last time it was really loud, so I was trying to be considerate. Look at this giant freaking rug. Okay, let's consider something about this rug. You look at the size of Priest here. Now, Priest is an adult male. We know this, right? The Priest, gotta figure, we'll say minimum he's 5'9". That's average height for a dude, okay? This rug, it's the short side is twice his height. It's twice his height. It's over 11. It's like 11 and a half feet. On the short end, it's 11 and a half feet. And it's probably twice that across. So, holy crap, this rug is enormous. And this room is freaking huge. Who are these people? I mean, this is a big house. My gosh. Let's see. Looking around. The priest was bouncing. What the heck? Alright, so we're going to head downstairs now. Into the creepy basement. Which, okay, you got a little rocking horse, and oop, there's some blood splatter there. Which, that's always a good sign. It's always a good sign when you find blood splatter in your basement. That's never a bad thing. Except, you know, if you go near it. Uh-oh, we've exorcised the crib. Dear Amy, thanks for writing. It really brightened my day hearing from you. In your letter, you asked, what's the weirdest thing I've seen as a missionary? The area we are working in has a lot of folks who practice Kimbamba. I don't know if that's a real thing, so I don't think my pronunciation should matter. It's what you might call a pagan religion. Well, what else would you call it? It's kind of a mix of Catholic and African religions. Okay, that actually, I don't know about. I'm sure that kind of thing probably does exist, because I know when I went to Mexico City, we saw kind of a mix of Catholicism and Aztec religions while we were there in some of their churches. It's really strange. Like literally, some of their cathedrals like would have like Aztec architecture and Catholic art. It was kind of strange. It's kind of an eerie blend, for real. One of the saints they worship is San La Muerta, or Saint Death. Oh, creative. Yesterday, we talked to a boy about 15. When we asked him if he had ever prayed, he said, no, but I have prayed to San La Muerta. He said about the time when he told us about a time when he stayed over at his cousin's house, and according to him, they prayed to some figures of San La Muerta, and the figures made things in the house move around. He got real quiet and scared looking after that. We told him he could pray to God, and that God wouldn't make him feel scared like that. We invited him to church, but he hasn't come yet. I need to wrap this letter up and get back to work. See you in 4 months. Leighton. Looking at y'all's chats. I always assume a priest's gender. Well, I mean, you should be able to assume, because every priest should be a male. I'm just saying. Naked priests are my favorite. Oh my gosh. The Anglicans would disagree. Weirdest thing. I saw a half-naked guy at a Kalahari running from a lion while trying to eat a snake. Wait, was the lion trying to eat a snake, or was the naked guy? Actually, you know what? I don't know if I want to know. Got some drippy little puddles here. You got your washer and your dryer, that's fine. That's fine. There's nothing eerie about this crap. You got your sewing machine right up here. You got your clan costumes. Clearly that the mother is sewing because she's a racist. We've already established this. Let's see if any of them are possessed by the spirits of evil. Evil! The lion was trying to eat both. Oh, well, hello there. It's a ritual. That's great. That's great. I have a feeling we're about to do something. Uh-oh. I hit my microphone, y'all. I hit the mic. Amy's parents could not endure witnessing the proceedings of the rite for long. Mrs. Martin was hysterical, and the thing that was inside Amy was feeding off of the fear. Father Allred asked me to take the Martins upstairs. I was physically worn out, but managed to get them back up the stairs into the kitchen. Amy was screaming, "Mother, Mother," the whole time. Finally, I got them to sit down with me at the kitchen table. After a few minutes, we couldn't hear much of anything down in the basement, so I went down to check on things. I found Father Ulrich lying on his back unconscious, with his arms spread out wide. Amy was not in the chair. Well, that's wonderful. That's great. This is clearly going to be something totally good. Oh my gosh, the screen! It's like, what is happening? Oh jeez. Ah, creepiness. Now we just like moved into this room all of a sudden. We just like jolted up there and we just got transferred in there all of a sudden. Ugh, it's creepy. That was oh gosh. Oh jeez. Leave me alone, little demon child. Oh, I hear it. I hear you! I think it's in Mommy. Okay, I think we have to do this like 3 times or something. Rule 3, y'all. Rule 3. Well, at least, oh, I thought she was being thought you were being considerate. I was in the bathroom. Why would you interrupt me? How dare you? What an inconsiderate little child. Little demon child. Messing with a dude while he's in the bathroom. What the heck? This is messed up for real. This is so messed up. That's crazy. Oh, jeez. The child with a weird face. This little creepy sound design they got going here. It's like, oh, jeez. This is messed up. Oh my gosh. Mommy. Sound like she said you failed me. That reminds me of that Donnie Wahlberg in The Sixth Sense. Like, you failed me. Ugh. Yeah, that's a little unnerving to say the least. Do the thriller dance with them. I don't even know what we are talking about at this point. I got lost at Naked Priest. Okay. Alright, well, there you go. You'll have your own little weird conversation going. Why did you lock me up in the basement? Because you're a weird purple freak. Because you're a strange child, alright? Molly, the church might contact you in a few days to tell you their version of what happened to me. I want you to hear it from me first. A year ago, I was involved in the exorcism of Amy Martin. What they said in the papers about what happened isn't true. She blank my superior, blank father, blank, with blank. When I confronted her, she blank. Managed to cut the power in the house and blanked her own parents. Blank with their own blank. I have to go back to the house. So looks like a lot of this message was redacted. So I guess we're not to know yet what Amy did to her parents. Probably wasn't a good thing. Probably wasn't good. Maybe she painted them purple so they would look like her in the picture. I have to go back to the house. The nightmares I'm having are real. She's still there, waiting for me. I can still help her. If I don't come back, know that I love you and I'm sorry. John. I think John is our character. I think we're John. I think Molly is a lady friend of mine or something like that. And I'm pretty sure if you look closely at this middle figure, you can actually see like little blood eyes and a mouth on it. Like she drew it on there or something. That's a little creepy. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. Purple is the color of demons. Donnie Wahlberg is kind of underrated, yeah. Stairs back in the other room, I think. I think we're right here. John Nazar guy, yeah. Alright, here we go. I think this is like the boss fight.
My God, what happened to you? Do you think my face is pretty?
No, I think your face sucks.
To finish what I started. She's my priest.
Oh, that's the demon talking. Oh, snap. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I got a visitor. Looks like he's holding upside down crosses or something. If I mean, those might just be the hands, but... Oh, gosh. That is really messed up looking. Uh-oh. We got killed. So we gotta make sure we move. Alright, so we want to make sure we're not in its path. Oh gosh. That was close. Alright, so we move. Alright, get out of the way. We're doing an exorcism. Oh jeez. I should have moved. Mortis. Stay out of the pentagram. Oh, that was close. Oh, hello. Kel. Oh, hello. Alright. I think this is like a few phases long. Exercise the Damon! The Matt Damon! Whoa, that was close. Next, I think it's like one hit and you're dead. Okay, it's probably gonna start... She's gonna start moving around the room pretty soon, which I remember like really sucking at that part. I think it's this one, yeah. Oh jeez. Get her! Oh gosh. Ah! That's messed up. Oh, I got hit. Lestis. Stay out of the Penti. Get her! Oh, jeez. They can get you anyway. It's not so much the pentagram, it's just that's the path you have to be careful of. Ugh, that's so messed up. That is messed up. Uh-oh. Nailed me. Nailed me. Uh-oh. Got right in the face. Whoops-a-daisy. Alright, she's gonna go here first. Ah, keep forgetting that she can get me with a little tracker thingy-mabobber. Alright, don't want to get hit. I don't know how long you have to hold that on there, but... Get her! Oh, dang. I thought she was going to stop there. Crap! That was close. Oh no! It killed me.
More this.
That is so freaking messed up. Couldn't help that one. Sorry, y'all. Oh, dang it.
More.
It's kind of funny the way it hones in. It's like, it's like a homing missile. Zap you with the cross power. Kind of annoying that that didn't do anything. But that does. Alright, do a little... You just got crucifixed. Oh, jeez. Oh, whoa. Little unexpected maneuver there. Okay, oh. She's clutching her face, y'all. Uh-oh. Where are you going? Oh! She jumped out the window. Whoa. Boots like Mortis. Alright. That was, yeah, that's, I ain't gonna lie, like, it's pretty unnerving, this blend of like sound effects and visual designs. It's pretty cool. I like it. I do like it. This is crazy stuff, y'all. This is crazy. Alright. Now here's the fun part. Now to my understanding, I'm gonna get a rifle here, and there is a possibility of several different endings to this chapter. So that's kind of neat. Kill her. And one of the clues here is there's the whole... It's backwards. So it's like it's telling you something about the mirror, which I think there's like a secret... If I remember correctly, like if you shoot the mirror enough times... you get like a secret boss fight or something like that, which I've already done that. So now I don't know which of the endings is technically supposed to be canon. I think it's when you shoot the white guy. But yeah, that's pretty messed up though. But we're gonna go to the woods. We're gonna go to the woods. Because that's how we should do it. Clearly I've got good gun holding technique from this end. This end it looks more realistic. Looks good. But I know like you can find her and you can shoot her. And that's not good. I think that actually ends with you dying if you shoot her. Like you end up... Let's see, Hosey says do the mirror boss fight. Which, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool. We can do that. That's fine. We can do that. Mirror boss fight, I remember, was pretty neat. Curious how I'll fare in it. Kill her. It's like, I don't want to kill her. It's not nice. There we go. We blew up the mirror. We did it. I think you have to shoot it like 3 times. Hey, look, another gun with 1 bullet.
A gun with 1 bullet.
To get the cannon ending, you just go back to the car. Oh yeah. Take that mirror.
A gun with 1 bullet.
Yeah, mention that there, Priesty. Oregon Trail vibes. Yeah, really? It's Oregon Trail. Oh my gosh. That's not terrifying at all. Y'all ever seen The Void? That's what this kind of reminds me of. It's the cosmic chicken. Kill the cosmic chicken. That is like really messed up looking. October 23rd, 1986. Dear Dr. McGlashan. That sounds very, very what? Would you say that's Scottish or Irish? McGlashan. It has been 30 days since the beginning of my treatment here at Yale Psychiatric Institute. Dr. Spino, who has been so patient with me, has helped me understand my afflictions and has helped me find a way to move forward and accept the truth. With Dr. Spino's help, I have come to accept what really happened in September at the Martin family residence. I accept that what happened was not the result of any supernatural phenomenon, but rather the desperate actions of a young girl driven to violence by her dogmatic parents and old church rituals that are thought to drive out evil. I am happy to report that, since accepting the truth, my nightmares have ceased, and I now enjoy peace of mind that I have not felt since the incident. Given my progress since first coming here, I respectfully request my release from Yale Psychiatric Institute, contingent upon follow-up appointments with Dr. Spinal in the future. Sincerely, John Ward. So yeah, basically, I think in this ending, either he's got some kind of, I mean, I guess you can interpret this ending a few ways. You could interpret it as that he's just saying this to say it so he can get out, or that fighting that monster, whatever it was, like did something to his memory to where he's where he's basically he doesn't remember correctly what happened, or it just messed up his mind, or that genuinely he destroyed kind of an internal demon of his own, and that this really is the truth. Count Dankula for PM. Gord is making Vex noises now. Blah, blah, blah. She does them way better than I could ever. I'm not gonna lie, her like those make me laugh. Those do make me laugh. The problem is that when two gay dudes argue, is they both are able to use logic. What? What? What a phrase. What a statement. What a story, Mark. I've seen a lot of spinals, dude. This guy can walk. Alright, now we are heading to the car. Yeah, there are several endings. I want to say, how many endings are there? Like 4? Something like that? I know you can shoot the deer. I think if you shoot the deer, the ending's kind of hilarious. Oh yeah, there's the well. There's the well. Oh, can I put the gun down? Screw the gun. I want to do the well. I want to do the well. Oh, I should have found the well earlier. Bloody hell. There's 5 endings. Gotcha. Gay dudes aren't logical. See, that's what I was thinking. I was like, what is Waylon talking about at least? It is the ring. It's Sadako. You got another rifle? Thank you. Oh, good. I'm so glad the Martins have an extensive supply of guns with 1 bullet. It's a really good specific thing to keep in stock. I'm really happy that they did that. You found the hole. That's what she said. That's what she said. You could have exercised the well had you found it. Yeah, I knew that much. I knew if I found it earlier I could. I just didn't know if I could past a certain point. So, yeah. I wish I'd found it earlier. Regretfully, that is not the case. Regretfully, we did not exercise the well before. Oh, gosh. That is messed up for real. Just... That kid got obliterated.
He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him I will trust. I shall not be afraid of the terror in the night, nor the evil that walketh in darkness. Because I have made the Lord my refuge. Because I have set my love upon him, therefore will he deliver me. I shall call upon him and he will answer me. He will be with me in trouble. He will deliver me and honor me.
This is what happens when Stephen Hawking gives a sermon.
I can only have faith that I did the right deed.
I can give you the ways to unlock the other endings and DMs later if you want. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm happy to explore those on my own. Cause I've done one of the other endings before, and the one that I just did. I did the one where I'm pretty sure I knew about you could shoot her. I remember that from watching the first third of Wendigoon's video, but the power of Chrysler compels you. The ganked audio. Like I said, that's what happens when you give the pulpit to Stephen Hawking. Police animal experts investigate chupacabra remains found near Sterling. Sterling PD is enlisting the help of local animal experts from the University of Connecticut after the remains of an unidentified animal were found near Sterling. The remains of an animal, which some residents are calling a chupacabra, were discovered on Snake Middle Hill Road by a motorist yesterday. The animal had apparently been struck by a vehicle, and parts of its carcass were scattered across the road. Police say they initially investigated the gruesome scene because the motorist who discovered the remains had told them it appeared to be of a person. After arriving at the scene, police concluded that the remains were of some kind of an animal. As a matter of public safety, we want to be sure about what exactly we're dealing with here, said Sterling Police spokesperson. This is clearly not a deer or a coyote. If it's a mountain lion or exotic pet that escaped from its owners or an animal with rabies, we need to know about it. Animal experts attached to the investigation would not speculate about what kind of animal had been found, although they commented that the animal was hairless, anemic, and apparently suffered from the rickets, a vitamin D deficiency that appears in animals and children who have not received enough sunlight. Poor child. It's just Nancy Pelosi backed up. She blacked out again. Yeah, that's what it really was. It's just that creepy white gangly thing. It's just Nancy Pelosi. She's just crawling around drunk. She does this every other Saturday. We're trying to stop it, but let's see. Yes, I am calling Rosie an animal. When was Rosie O'Donnell hit by a car? I hope the car is okay. Well, it wasn't that Rosie was hit by the car. It's just that the car entered her gravitational pull. It's more how I would describe it. All right, so that is chapter 1. And we did a couple of the endings. So now we're going to go into some uncharted territory for me because I have never done anything from the other chapters. So, yeah. That fat, disgusting cow is rumored to be coming back to the U.S. Ireland is, quote, too hard. Alright, so we have chapter 2 now. Let's see, what time is it? It is 4:04. So good. So we're just an hour in. It's all right. Every time I hear this song, I think of 28 Days Later, because they play this song in that. All right, here we go. It's an interesting home. Let's see, we got a cross on the wall, got the lamp, got the looks like a Bible there, and I'm in black now. I'm no longer blue. Father Garcia, you are hereby instructed to release Michael Davies from your custody and return him to his home immediately. Mr. and Mrs. Davies have already been... We've actually read this before. Mr. and Mrs. Davies have been contacted by our office. A representative of the church is currently en route to their home to discuss compensation in return for their discretion. You will meet our representative there and accompany him back to Rome. Cardinal Gifford. So am I playing as, am I Father Garcia? And can I pick this Bible up? I want my Bible. Give me my Bible. Elf of Courage, how you doing? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. How is things? How is things? Cord wearing blackface confirmed. Well, hang on there. I mean, we got a little toilet here. We got a little toilet. We can go potty. This is a much smaller abode than the Martin's house. See, this is closer to like a, you know, little apartment. You got your closets here where we keep the gays. Yes, Father Garcia was the laughing man outside the window in chapter 1. Yeah, that's what I figured. What was he laughing at? So I'm guessing then that this takes place. This takes place, I'm gonna guess, before day 1. Ooh, I'm guessing this is our the child. This is Michael. Alpha Courage. Great. Now that Vrabel is the new head coach. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. Oh, okay. Well, there's our confirmation. This is Michael at 2. Dang, he got that way in just 2 weeks. Jeez. What the heck? And then you have at 3 months, he started to look like what Ariana Grande is about 4 days from looking like. This will be Ariana Grande in about 4 days. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So it looks like you got a little lounger. You got your record player. You got your stove and your sink and your fridge. All right. It's all in one room too. I wonder if Von Allen will come back now. I hope so. I hope he plans to do more stuff. Oh my, oh wow, that is messed up. Oh my gosh. So yeah, this is definitely set beforehand. Get the crosses on the wall.
I need to make you better first.
Oh. That little child just cursed at me. Oh gosh. Oh. Oh my gosh. What just happened? Oh snap. I think you held up your cross too long. I can't say this ever happens to me when I hold up mine. Oh my gosh. Oh no, he got blood all over the furniture. Do you know how inexpensive this is? Oh, and did he take the 3-month picture? Dude, you stole my photography. What the heck? Give me back my Polaroids. What the heck? Oh. What? Oh.
What have you done?
What the heck?
You shall breathe the wrath of the Almighty.
Holy crap. That is really messed up. It's 2 a.m. Okay, I'm processing here for a sec. I'm gonna pause it real quick. I'll read some of what y'all say. Whoa, that was messed up for real. Let's see. I would feel bad for Ariana if she wasn't such a psychotic Fruit Loop. Yeah. Bush says you need John Constantine. For real, man. For real. Right now it looks like I'm playing as Juan Constantine. I sent you a clip of Patrice O'Neill roasting Wicked 20 years ago. Nice. It is Nancy Pelosi. This is how Michael wound up in the woods. Yeah, I figured that much. Smeared scat everywhere. If it's scat, it's bloody scat for real. This is like when they shot the cat in Boondock Saints. Little bit. The effect of the eye coming out of his mouth, that was pretty wild. This would have been good on the 7800. Yeah, that's more or less the look they're going for. All right. Let's go Juan Constantine. Have you forgotten already? The notes people leave behind seem to exist on the edges of memory. Pressing the escape and start key is a good way to remember. Yeah, okay. I gotcha. Now, are we still Father Garcia, or have we gone back to being Juan Constantine? Oh! Oh, dear. Thought for a second it was like gonna trample me or something. Okay, so, oh, what the heck? Is this what Mrs. Martin was talking about? The coyote problem? The coyotes decorated the tree with Rudolph. Oh no! Oh no! That is not how you're supposed to use him. Notice, aviso. The current investigation being conducted at Gallup Cemetery by the State of Connecticut Historical Society has been postponed until further notice. In the interim, we ask the public to avoid the cemetery grounds, the surrounding woods, any wildlife, and any unidentified persons roaming the area. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so yeah, anytime you're Father John, you blew. It's not Father John anymore. It's Juan Constantine. I might like subtitle this like The Adventures of Juan Constantine, just for the heck of it. See, this is what churches need. They need the gates that open because you have faith, like Indiana Jones style. I know y'all told me to avoid the cemetery, but I'm a bit of a rebellious priest. I am a man of the cloth, and I am a man who doesn't follow the rules. I'm also noticing my cross is white now. It was yellow before. So we've upgraded. I shook hands with the devil. I looked him in the eye. He looked like a long-lost friend. That's a weird thing to have on your tombstone there, buddy. Save. Dearest disciple, verily, not everyone who says Lucifer, Lucifer shall inherit... That's messed up. You must first conjure his demon. You must then serve his demon. You must then walk among the children of men as his demon. Thus, you shall receive the blessing of the unspeakable. Return from the saved family tomb whenever you are in need of rest, Gary. Freaking Gary, man. Gary's a weirdo. I don't want to go into Gary's little wonky, biblically inaccurate save tomb. It sounds weird. And by the way, since he's doing the whole Lucifer thing, shouldn't the cross atop his weirdo tomb, like, shouldn't it be upside down? That would make more sense. Father Garcia is the goat of fictional priests. The cross is silver. Is it silver? I don't know, because see, this looks silver, this looks white. This looks more white to me. If you follow the instructions, you'll get the sacred ending. Well, see, now you've killed the secrecy. What the heck? Okay, so we've got our congregation, and you got the hole. Okay, that was eerie. That was pretty eerie. Hello. That dude, a little weirder. This guy, also weird. Get your little cult members. Yeah, that wasn't at all unnerving or anything. So we're in some... This game definitely just took itself a little turn for the even stranger, and I'm down for it. Let's see. All right, Elf, you have a good one, man. Charles Manson and Rob Zombie, a little bit. You got the dude here doing the praise the sun pose. Excuse me. Wow, none of those activated. A little surprised by that. What have we here? Okay, nothing. Got some gray. I guess it's supposed to be like walking into the fog. Okay, that's weird. You just come out the other side like that. Alright. Uh-oh. What's happening? What is happening? That was odd. That was odd for real. For real. Oh, jeez. What the heck? Okay, I died. That was pretty wild. Was not expecting that. It's like, holy crap. It's locked, oh no. We can't go out that way, I guess. It's like, okay, so I need to go back down? We got our dudes here. I guess we have to open this up again. Now, does that mean I have the key? Let's check. Jalen, how you doing? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Alright, let's look. Let's look. It's still locked out, jeez. It's no good. These areas are now unlocked, so we're gonna take this route now. And we got some more locked up stuff. Nothing there. What have we done? Coming into this area. Oh. Hello. Alright, so we have an unlocked tomb. It is with great sadness that the Sterling community announces the passing of Cindy Marie Martin, 38, and Robert Kimball Martin, 40, devoted husband and wife and beloved parents. Their lives tragically came to an end on September the 21st due to an accident in their home. Yeah, it wasn't an accident. Spoiler alert, it wasn't an accident. Bob was a training advisor for the United States Navy, and Cindy was a CPA, and more recently, a stay-at-home mother. They were married March 12, 1969, in Voluntown. Though not particularly religious, they taught their children to be kind, generous, and involved in the community. A public closed casket memorial will be held at Tillinghast Funeral Home at 10 a.m. Thursday. Burial services will proceed shortly after. Bob and Cindy are survived by their daughter Amy and twin boys Nate and Jason. So Nate and Jason are still alive? Interesting. At least they were. I mean, Amy, I guess, we know what happened with her. Jalen says, did you watch the draft? I followed it. I didn't watch it. It was going on while I was at work mostly. Or sleeping. Or sleeping before work. But I followed it, so, I more or less am aware of the things that happened. Got the creepy dude here carrying a cross, carrying a crucifix. Oh, excuse me. Well, that opened up that gate. Got a skewel. Somebody left this skull laying around. Does anybody want it back? Oh, he moved. Hi. Hello, weird thing. Why did you move? Why are you gonna make it weird? Alright, you make it. Oh, jeez. Leave me alone. Weird, whatever spirit is following behind me. Why you gotta unnerve me like this? Do you really want to hurt me? Oh, oh crap. What the heck? Hello, oh gosh. He's a floating intro man. My what? What was that? What did you say, mild what? Alright, Hosty, you have yourself a good one. Any female to make the draft? No. I think I understood that question. Nobody was thrilled when I got pregnant. Somebody can clip that, I guess, because it's me saying it. Not even a little happy. Even my doctor seemed to be judging me. Each time I'd leave the doctor's office, I'd see this strange woman across the street. All she'd do is stare at me and smile. No words, just a big, warm smile. Somehow it made those visits a little more bearable. After I lost the baby, I saw her again across the street from the doctor's. Her smile was as big as ever, but somehow not as warm and friendly as I remember. Ugh. Yesterday I was walking and was shocked to see the woman standing in the middle of the path. Now she was pregnant. She beckoned towards me. I followed her off the path and into the woods. That's when I met Gary. That's ugh. And with the imagery of what we just saw with the thing with I'm guessing that was an umbilical cord. That's pretty messed up. That's pretty messed up. Okay. Imagine you're a security guard and see this priest slowly walking around and flashing his crucifix every now and then. Yeah, it'd be like, what's going on with this dude? But then again, imagine seeing the floating baby thingy. Imagine that. I think that would be a little stranger. That's just me, though. Oh, one of the individuals is now gone. That's interesting. So now we're down to 2 peeps, and one of these is out. So we got little details that are changing. Gary. Haha, Gary. Okay. Okay, so we go through here. You are the only one seeing the floating baby. You took all the Molly earlier? What the heck are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? I wonder if these are like directional commands. Something to think about for later, but I know there's a... It's the Tism! Oh jeez, we got killed by the Tism monster. We got murdered by Tismy. Fallout 3 Gord Gary was the clone. Gary was cloned like 50 times. He only says his own name. They made a human Pokemon. Oh, okay. I don't remember Fallout 3 very well because I didn't like Fallout 3 that much. I found Fallout 3 to be massively overrated. Kind of like Fallout 4. I did like New Vegas though, but not a big fan of Fallout 3 or 4. Not a big Bethesda person in general, if I'm being real. If I'm being real here, I'm not a big Bethesda fan. I only think Skyrim is okay. Take that, Tism monster! Exercise the daemon! Okay. Oh crap. It's okay, so it's moving from cloud to cloud. I'm kind of getting that. Alright, so let's make another attempt at this. Won't be playing for too terribly much longer because I'm going to have dinner and then I will be doing another live stream on another fellow's channel. I'll be over on Daramuth's channel at 7 o'clock, just so y'all know. Oh crap. He moved away. I need to stay out of the path of the clouds. It's really that simple, y'all. It's really that simple. Alright, let's head through here. Tism monster! Did I get it? I did it! I killed the... I think I killed a baby. That doesn't actually feel that good now that I think about it. But we did it! It splattered. It's horrible. Alright, let's read this next message. Losing Grandpa was the hardest thing I've ever experienced. We were really close. I cried about it for weeks. Then my stepmom introduced me to some of her friends. They asked me, "Would you like to see your grandfather again?" I missed him so much I was willing to try anything. That night, my stepmom drove me to one of her friends' house. They took me down to the basement. I saw my grandfather in there, only it wasn't actually him. When I tried to run, they closed the basement door and locked me in. I can't remember much else from that night. My stepmom's friends are always coming by the house now. They tell me I have a debt to pay. They say they have work for me to do. Ooh. I'm wondering if this is... shoot, what's the girl's name? I'm wondering if this is the girl. But it says it's her stepmom drove her, so, well... I don't think that girl had a stepmom. Some of this might be a different girl altogether. But I'm wondering if the daughter from chapter 1 worked with... Because, like, I know there's, like, a message you can read about the place she works and how there's some people who don't look too kindly on it or something like that. But yeah. Nick had a good first stream. Oh, you mean the Masculine Movie Monday? Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. I know I'll be on there for his John Wick stream, so I'm looking forward to that. Alright, so now the heads are gone from these statues, so that's pretty wild. Let's see if the fog is lifted or anything. Not yet. Actually, we probably should go to the weirdo save house. Let's do that. But yeah, I thought Nick's show was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. He did a good job hosting that. Hosting's difficult. Hosting is not an easy thing. And he's good at it. He's really good at it. So kudos to Nick. That was really cool. I'm looking forward to being on that. So one thing you always wonder when you're going onto someone's show is if they're, you know, how effective are they at hosting, at leading, and whatnot. Like, I'll be perfectly honest. Like, if I've got a good panel, I feel like I can lead a show okay. But, like, gaming is one thing. Like, if I don't have something to play off of, I don't particularly love hosting. Like, I don't mind gaming streams. They're fun because I've got, you know, I can interact with you all in the chat. I can comment on what I'm seeing here. You know, there's plenty to work with here. But, with hosting, you want to make sure you avoid things like dead air and stuff like that. And, there's a fine art to it, let's just say. It's not for everyone. But Nick did a real good job. He did a really good job. Okay, so we've got... I'm curious again. I'm very curious if this is like a clue, the way they're pointed. It's just a question of what's the order. So is there a clue to the order? These guys got... I mean, you could say it's in order of this. So it'll be right, up. Let's try right, up, up, left. Let's give that a whirl. Let's give that a whirl. See if anything happens. I'm gonna give this a shot. I like the music for this. This is pretty neat. Okay, that didn't do anything. That didn't help me at all. Okay. Might not be any kind of clue. I might just be... That might just be my own little guesswork. Let's go back to that other area real quick. See if anything's changed. I know the dude who lugs around that crucifix, he changed that one time, so maybe he's changed again. We also had that weird thing that was following us briefly, which that was lovely, obviously. Okay, he's still in this position. Let's head up here. Nothing there. Cannoli asks, Gord, what do you think about the movie The Prince of Egypt? I mean, as far as just judging it as a film, it's really good. I mean, it's undeniably an entertaining movie. Is it especially accurate to the biblical account? I mean, it is in various respects, yes, but there's also a lot of aspects in which it's very inaccurate, which I can't deny on a personal level bugs me a bit. One of the things that always gets left out of adaptations of the Exodus story is that Moses was he was very timid about being a speaker. Aaron did a lot of the speaking for him. So, whereas, in movies like The Prince of Egypt, Moses is very much the authoritative figure, same as Ten Commandments. There's a lot more in both of those adaptations, regarding, like, the attitude of Ramses. Which, I mean, it's not wholly inaccurate what they do with Ramses, but, like the whole, like, the closeness of the brothers and stuff, that's not anything that we see in the biblical account. We don't seem to get a whole lot of information about what they were like what their relationship was like outside of what ultimately happens. But, as far as do I have any personal qualms about watching the movie? Not really, as long as, kind of with any account that's, derived from scripture. If I'm watching it like with a child, like in my case, like a niece or a nephew or something, I would obviously want to be telling them, it's like, okay, just so you know, this isn't biblically accurate in this way, like, it's important not to take this as, oh, this is scriptural, It's like, it's a good movie to watch, but, and it can make for some interesting discussion, with a person where you can say, hey, this is how it actually went down in the Bible. You talk to them about that. Let's see. I wonder if there's, like, some kind of clue as to what to do with this person. But, I do think it's a good movie. It's a really well-made movie. It's beautifully animated, and the music is really good. I do like it. I would say, as far as kind of, if you want to call them loose adaptations of, like, scriptural events, or ones that kind of go outside of what we know, one of the better ones I've seen is the Nativity story. I actually thought that was done really well, because, granted, we don't know a ton about, like, Mary and Joseph's relationship with one another. We know that, obviously, when they traveled from one place to another, we don't know a lot about, like, the things they spoke of, but I thought a lot of the stuff they did in that movie was really interesting. I thought the way they handled, like, when Mary had to tell him that she was pregnant, I thought the way they handled that was really interesting, and probably close to how an actual person would react to that, where Joseph felt betrayed at first and thought maybe she cheated on him, but then, of course, go into the biblical aspect where he didn't want to dishonor her, and so he resolved to divorce her quietly. It's like, I don't want her stoned or anything like that. And then, of course, he gets visited by the angel in the dream saying, don't be afraid to take her as your wife. I thought all of that was really cool. I think seeing kind of their relationship blossom was really interesting. I thought the things that movie did was actually pretty good, and nothing felt, like, sacrilegious about it. It didn't feel like in any way they were really, like, twisting scripture. They obviously had to add context that we don't really know a ton about, but the way in which they did it, I thought, was tasteful. I liked it. I still have to watch the Nativity Story. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's actually, Nativity Story was actually the first movie I ever saw Oscar Isaac in, funny enough. It's the first time I ever saw him in a movie. And he does a really good job as Joseph. Keisha Castle-Hughes is really good as Mary. But yeah, it's well done. It's a very simple story. It's a very simple story how they do it. It's a very simplistic story, but it's good. I liked it. It's pretty cool. Okay, I'm becoming increasingly convinced that this probably is a clue. Let's try left, up, or excuse me, right, up, left. Maybe, like, Because this is the one that's throwing me. Like the two hands going, yeah. Oh, hang on, actually. Now that I think about it, wait a minute. There's a little space for his collar. Hang on. This is interesting. I'm wondering if it's like you can align the head just so it's. That's kind of funny. I was wondering for a sec if maybe if you align the priest just right, it might do something. That would actually be really cool if you could pull that off. Okay, so he can't even go down all the way there. Alright, so maybe like the two-armed one is like, yay, we did it. It's like telling you like if you do these three things, you'll get your hooray moment. So let's go right, up, and left. Let's see if that works. Alright, so we're gonna go right. And we'll go up. And then we'll go left. Didn't do anything. I don't know. I'm not sure of the solution here. Like, I'm relatively convinced that this is some kind of clue. Oh, that did something. I saw that. Okay, so I was right. I was right. It did a thing. That was creepy as crap. We did it though. We found it. Alright. I've been freed. No more overbearing father-turned-violent alcoholic. No more hiding my bruises and cuts. No more pills and needles. No more getting laughed at and kicked around. They'll never laugh at me again. By day my body withers away, but by night my mind explores forbidden worlds of power and knowledge, guided by beings of pure darkness. This is not good, y'all. I have been trusted with secret knowledge of the demon's seal. I have learned the correct conjuring sign, drawing the inverted star along the rocks arranged in 5. First at the top left point and then down. I'm guessing this is an instruction. I will lure them into the woods, then I will show them my power. Okay. I saw the trailer for a new World War I game they called Trench Tales. Oh, dude, we've, Okay, so Waylon, me, Cannoli, Whitey, Vex, I actually have the demo to this game that you're talking about. It's basically like it's like a Souls game, but it's like a World War I mixed with Souls, the Dark Souls. It does look really cool. I have played a bit of the demo. Here's the really neat thing. It's developed by one guy. One guy is doing that game. Which is just wild to me. Because, I mean, it's pretty sound on a technical level, y'all. Hang on. I'm reading through something. What the heck? Sorry, I'm responding to something. Alright, sorry. I was just reading something. Okay, so... I'm trusted with seeking knowledge of the dream sale, blah 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 blah. Doing some weirdo gay cult stuff. Yeah, exactly, Waylon. It's developed by one dude. I just saw the trailer for it today. It looks like a creepy World War I Ghost Recon. Yeah, I think it looks really cool. And I've played a bit of the demo. We saw it... I want to say we started talking about it... Like, we first saw something about it on Twitter around Christmas, I want to say it was. And there was a demo available for it, and I signed up immediately. And I got access to it immediately. So, yeah, I've actually got the demo on my PC now. And it's a little wonky. But like it's got some issues as far as how certain things play, and it's very limited. But as far as like the potential, it's crazy how much you could actually end up doing with that game. I'm pretty stoked. I'm pretty stoked for it myself. All right. The inverted star. Okay, so a pentagram basically. Along the rocks arranged in 5. First at the top left point, and then down. So you basically, you start at the top left, and then down. So that's how you have to draw an inverted star starting at the top left and down. I'm guessing that's what they want us to do. All right, so. Okay, so now we have to find like 5 rocks or something. Alright, so we'll go here. Oh, look at that. It's gotten all weird. Uh-oh. Hey, there's me. My portrait in the wall. Oh, whoa, what the heck? Did that just... Oh, gosh. That's messed up. What the heck? So now, oh man, so I'm bleeding. It made me stab myself in the eye. That's crazy. Okay. Alright, so we have to solve the riddle. Not sure what we're supposed to do to each one, but oh wait, no, I think that was a trophy I think that just popped up. So we're supposed to go to the place where there are 5 rocks. So if that guy gets a small team, just imagine what he could do. Really? Right? Oh man. I mean, like, part of me is like, if he can do all of this on his own and make actually a viably cool game. What the crap? Freaking Groot just popped up out of nowhere. That was crazy. I am Groot. Groot, where you at? Where you at, Groot? What the heck? That was wild. But yeah, like if he can do all that on his own and actually make a viable and cool like game on his own, that's commendable, and he can have full control over it, which is also great. She guards the door to underground purgatory. Eye hath not seen her, children fear her. That's great. That's wonderful. Confess thy sins. I want to confess my sins. What'd I do? Day 1 of our paranormal investigation into the old Snake Meadow Hill Church. We've got 3 cameras, a box of tapes, and enough beer and beef jerky to last us a week. On our way in, we asked some of the locals about the church. It was mostly the stories we've heard before. Evil spirits dragging children into the cornfield and secret tunnels under the chapel. But there was this spindly lady game that we hadn't heard yet. Apparently it has to do with summoning the spirit of a woman who used to take care of the orphans back in the 50s. There was even an old rhyme they told us. Walk the church from room to room, and maybe you will see her. She will move when you do, but never try to trick her. Awesome. We're going to try the game tonight, as soon as we get settled in. Oh, okay. But you're not supposed to try and trick her. I think we should probably try to trick her, but that's just me. This is creepy. Got a little skull. Got a little skull. Night 3. Shouldn't have come here. Tape's missing. Lars stuck behind basement door. Henry hasn't come back yet. Can't leave anyway. Ugh. And this looks like a confessional. Am I able to enter or not? It opened. Doesn't look like I can go in though. Okay, there we go. Never mind.
Pray for me, Father, for I have sinned. What sins have you done to confess? I tried to save a girl from evil, but my fears overcame me. I turned my back on the ministry and broke my vows to God. A year later, the girl reached out to me again, but in the end, I couldn't save her. I left her to die. I am sorry for me and my past sins. Thou hast said will. Here is my penance. Bring the child to me. Perform the act of contrition, and thou shalt have the peace thou seekest. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. For his mercy endures forever.
Well, that was eerie. It's like, bring the child to me. It's like, I don't want to bring the child to you. You're weird. That's the lady. Or a lady. Okay. Sorry, I was just looking at something. Okay. So... No, we're good. Let's see, we're closing in on 5 o'clock. We will have to stop fairly soon. Wait, can I save? Hopefully it'll let me... I think you can keep your progress, as far as I know. Let's go in here. Something's here. Oh, jeez. Oh, dear. Oh, we died. Lestis. That was a confined little space, wasn't it? I don't know if I trust a priest that says to bring them a child. I don't think it was a priest who said that. But I see your point. Wait, now they're... That was interesting. They were here before. Now they're not. We got art. It's like an angel. Oh, hello. I think we're familiar with that. We've seen that. There, huh? Yep. Night 2. We're gonna be rich. We've caught supernatural stuff on camera before, sure. During opening on their... Doors opening on their own, things falling off shelves, but nothing like this. Tonight, while we were trying the Spindly Lady game again, one of the candles on the floor lit up by itself as soon as Lars walked into the room. It was nuts, and we got it all on film. We're gonna make a fortune selling these to TV stations. You think? Because I don't think so. I think y'all probably regretted it. You probably came to regret. Yeah, you stay here. I'm guessing it didn't go so well. See, that thing's opening up and it's weird. Can I go in? Or is it closing? Something's here. Dang it. I died. I'm not totally sure how to deal with that thing. Well, anywho, I'm going to go ahead and make that the stopping point, y'all. Whew. So anyway, yeah, this is an interesting game to say the least. This is really cool and very creepy. I will say that much. But yeah, so I think that's it. That's gonna mark the end of the first Steam OBS stream on this channel. Like I said, I'm actually going to leave this live stream here. This is gonna be the first of just the dedicated game streams to remain here. Like I said, I'm kind of planning to slowly convert this into the primary gaming channel and make the other one, which has been the meme channel, the hub for my movie reviews and whatever memes I decide to do. And I'm going to add some other gaming stuff here eventually. Like I said, I'm putting some footage together for video related content that I'm going to add here. So that should be fun. That'll all be in due time, y'all. But I appreciate everyone who joined me tonight. This was a lot of fun. I'll probably... Let's say I should have my PlayStation controller. My PlayStation controller might have actually already arrived. It's supposed to arrive later today. I don't know if I'll do an Uncharted stream tomorrow. I might, because I didn't get to do one yesterday. But I know I have some prepping to do for a stream on Thursday. We're going to be talking another movie over there. But yeah, later tonight, 7 o'clock, I will be over on Daramuth's channel. We'll just be chatting about whatever, so you can catch me there. And be on the lookout for I have what's looking like is going to be a 2-part video coming out. I'm not exactly sure when, because it's a pretty complex edit, and I'm only just kind of getting started on it, but that'll be coming soon. On what I consider to be the most disappointing slasher movie possibly of all time. So that's coming. I've got some other stuff planned, and yeah, there we go. That's it. We did it. I will see you all again really soon. Until then, good night. God